Welcome back to What Arty Noobs. This is Caernarvon Action 10. It's a Tier 8 British premium heavy tank. It's located on the north spawn of Tundra under the command of Marybanks of REBRN. Game on! Well, this heavy tank is actually a work of fiction because it never actually existed, not even in blueprints. Wargaming came up with it as a way to do a mini marathon and most people fell for it. Yes, it's a joke on everyone. The gun's got terrible DPM considering the fact that it's only a 20 pounder and that means it's an 83.4mm gun doing 230 alpha and penetrating 226mm of armour. And well, the fire rate is pretty poor. It's 5.41 seconds per shot, but remember this is less penetration, less damage than a Patriot T26E5, which can do a lot more damage. Nicely early shot there on the P44 Pantera. She took a round in the tracks, but she dealt him 226, which is a low roll. It's an enemy tank just around the corner. I think that's... Oh, it's a T20. Puts a round into him. 234. Still haven't got rid of that Pantera. And unfortunately, we just lost the VK3002M to him. But I think Mary wants to get rid of that T20. So much so that she's actually pushing one of her teammates almost out of the way to get round the corner to get at him. Nice shot into the side. Takes a round from the Pantera, but going for the T20. Puts another one in. Now it looks like he's almost a one shot. Now he is. Now Pantera, you're gonna die, sunshine. Well, not to Mary, but he died to the T3485M. Well, Mary took a round there in the tracks from the Victor, the Prima Victoria, and there's a lot of enemy tanks firing at her, but most of them are just tracking her at the moment. She's not taking damage except from the Poodle. Only 139 hit points of damage from him. Go for that, that's it. Oh, took a round, that's an HE round there. And that's from the Primo. He's having difficulty penetrating her at range. Still taking shots from the Poodle, but they bounced, and that was another HE round from the Primo. Looking towards the Poodle. Can she get around into him? Wait for it, wait for it. No, she fired too early there. And unfortunately she wasn't angled well enough there. She was over angled, but that round went in. That's a low roll though. And the teammate's getting close, so maybe they'll be able to do something about that Poodle, get rid of him. He's a one shot. Come on, poke your nose out and we'll put you out of your misery. He's thinking about it. Yes, there you go. Unfortunately it didn't kill him, but it was a low roll. You can see that gun punched straight through the mantlet, which is something they learned about the 17 pounders. They actually could punch through the mantlets with the 17 pounders. In fact, they noticed that with the round shells, the round mantlet the Germans had, you could actually fire at the mantlet and the shell would be ricochet off down into the tank and kill it that way. Okay, she's moving on. Okay, what have we got here? That's a French AMX AC-46 tank destroyer. Got one into him. Oh. She's trying to make up her mind which target she go for first. I go for the one to the left. Oh, she took a round there from one of the enemy Arty. And oh, that was the SU-152, took a round into him but rams him. Now just go for the damage. He's only got 20% left. Oh, she got the kill. And now it's just going to be the AMX AC-46. Yes, track him, track him. Oh, doesn't need to because her teammate got the kill, the Leo. Okay, moving on. It's a Prima Victoria nearby. That's the one she wants to have a word with because he fired HE rounds at her. So she's rapidly approaching him. Yep, that's better. 220 hit points into him. She's going to keep this up. Come back. We want some more holes in you. That's it. He's running away. He knows he can't match Mary. She's got him. She locks on. Puts one in. 2, 1, 8. Go for the ram. 118, 112 off that. Next shot kills him. But she's potentially got the high caliber. There's only 6 enemy tanks left, and well, they're starting to cap already. It's going to force the enemy to come to her. There's an enemy tank over there. I don't know what type it is actually at the moment, but it was a Wizzy 111. Okay, she's skirting the cap because she doesn't really want to go in and add to the cap points. She wants them to. She wants to kill the enemy. Oh, the enemy's capping. She just bounced around from 7032, or is it an IS-22? I think it was an IS-22. Yep, it is an IS-22. Puts one in, another one into him for 195. Very low roll, that one. But unfortunately, her teammates capped out too soon. She was still able to do more damage. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats for this one. Well, it's a first-class tanker for Marybanks in the Caernarvon Action 10. She managed to get a 5 effect for doing more damage than the hit points of her own vehicle. She got a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged her, and a Hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemy tanks, together with a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. She managed to get 9. On top of all that, she picked up a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and a steel wall for blocking the most damage in the game. And her win 8 from this one was 8918. Now, the last replay we saw where she got this combination of medals, it was a lot less on the win 8. She's massively improved. That battle was the KV-3-1 on Himmelsdorf. This one, yes, she's definitely getting better and better at dealing the damage to the enemy. Now, she says, now that is a carry yet again. Exactly, it was. Let's have a look at team scores. 3,999 hit points. 4k damage that was in that game. The next highest scorer was the IS-22 on the enemy team with 2669. And after that, the T69 on her own team with 2184. When it came to kills, she had the highest number with 3. 2 kills to the T69, the IS-22, the T20 and the Wizzy 111. And when it came to base XP, it was Marybanks. Yep, she was the only player to get over 1,000, 1,294 to her, 690 to the Hellcat, 667 rather to the T69. Marybanks fired 23 rounds in that game, got 19 direct hits, 18 penetrations, damage of 3,999 hit points, of which 421 were up more than 300 meters. I think that was the shots that she fired at the IS-22. 16 hits received from the enemy, only 5 of which penetrated, 8 non-penetrations and 4 hits by way of splash. Yes, they gave up trying to fire HE, armor piercing at her, and started firing HE because they knew it would do some damage, plus of course it might track her and enable somebody else to actually put a round into her side and do some proper damage, but it really didn't phase her. She blocked damage of 825 hit points in total. She spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 3, and did 457 hit points of damage assistance. Plus she got 16 defense points by resetting the IS-22 in the enemy cap, or in her own cap actually. 118,743 credits, that's a big earner. And of course that's one of the attractions of the Caernarvon Action 10, the fact that it does earn credits, although not as much as I think some people would like. 7,000, oh, after repair and ammunition resupply, we'll do it this way, 95,802 credits to take away, which is a very high score. 2 bonds, 1 for the high caliber, 1 for the steel wall, 1,941 XP, times 2 for the first victory of the day, and 194 for this being a premium vehicle. He took away 4,076 altogether. So Mary is improving yet again. She's becoming quite dangerous actually. We did have a replay, a really excellent replay of Marybanks in an Object 430. Sadly, we weren't able to get that replay to work, and you would have seen her monstering the enemy on Lakeville in that one, but we do have more replays from Marybanks, which will be coming up very shortly, so do stick around and watch them. Thanks for watching.